spelled.
I remember that.
We know it as the Spanish Inquisition. In 1521, after being excommunicated by the Catholic Church, Martin Luther, the founder of the Lutheran Church, approached the Jewish people and asked them to convert to his faith. When they turned him down, Martin Luther, the founder of the Lutheran Church, wrote the most hateful things about the people of the Jewish faith. His writings demonized, dehumanized, and stereotyped the Jewish people. As a matter of fact, Adolf Hitler, prior to gaining power, was briefly imprisoned at the Landsberger Lech prison in Germany, where he wrote his book, Mein Kampf. In it, his expression of hatred towards the Jewish people was based on those hateful writings. I know most of you have heard the Kristallnacht, the night of broken glass. Hitler dedicated Kristallnacht, November 9th and 10th, 1938, to the birthday of Martin Luther. Very few people talk about it for some reason, I don't know why. Prior to becoming Pope, Pope Pius XII was a nuncio, like an ambassador from the Vatican to Germany. And when Adolf Hitler sought power in Germany, he and the future Pope made an agreement. The agreement was, if the Catholics will vote for him, once he gains power, he will allow the Catholic Church to establish parochial schools throughout Germany. And when he became Pope, Pope Pius XII in 1939, and all during the Holocaust years, not once did he denounce the atrocities that were being committed against the people of the Jewish faith. Not only this, when the war ended in 1945, many Nazi mass murderers, including Dr. Joseph Mengele, were able to escape justice, to escape to South America by being provided false documentation from the Vatican and the International Red Cross. I was born in the city of Pabianice in Poland, small town. The population numbered a little over 40,000. The Jewish population almost 9,000. My immediate family numbered 6. My parents, 2 sisters, brother, and I. Adding to it my extended family, my hometown, when the Nazis occupied it, the first week of September 1939, we numbered 83. As a 10-year-old boy, I watched with excitement as the occupation took place the first week of September 1939, because I noticed some of the local population embracing the Nazi soldiers, handing them flowers, food, drinks. Not in my wildest imagination could I have imagined what was in store for the people of my faith. I didn't have to wait too long. Within hours after the occupation took place, notices were posted throughout the city directed towards the Jewish population, which stated in part that effective immediately, no Jewish person is allowed to step outdoors unless he or she wears 2 yellow stars of David attached to their clothing, one in the front, one in the back. Effective immediately, no Jewish child is allowed to attend any public schools, and all Jewish houses of worship must be shut down. I remember watching the destruction of the synagogue when my family and I used to attend to being destroyed primarily by the local population, being stripped completely of its interior and converted into a stable for horses. And the beatings and tortures began almost immediately. Nazi officers, soldiers would enter Jewish neighborhoods and at random select men and women and chase them like animals with whips and dogs into the town square, where they were humiliated. If anyone objected his or her treatment, they were shot on the spot, and those were daily occurrences. On February 1, 1940, we were moved into a ghetto in Pabianice. The ghetto in Pabianice was an open ghetto, meaning there was no barbed wire surrounding it. However, we had to obey a very strict curfew. We could only move within the ghetto during daylight hours. Cross the main street that divided the ghetto twice daily, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. In the ghetto, the Nazis formed a Jewish committee whose primary functions were to provide the Nazis upon request laborers to work outside of the ghetto and to distribute the inhabitants of the ghetto the daily food ration, which on the average day consisted of a slice of bread and a bowl of soup. Within months after we were moved into the ghetto, people were dying from malnutrition, disease. I lost my mother and brother in the ghetto of Pabianice. Around March of 1942, we were notified by the German authorities that our ghetto is going to be relocated, and that relocation will take place on May 16, 1942. And they divided the inhabitants of the ghetto into two groups, A and B. On May 16, we were told to be